All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Em. If I haven't met you before, this is Archie. So today I will be taking you through a quick 20-minute HIIT high-intensity workout. You don't need any equipment. It's all just body weight. If you do have a slight dumbbells weight or even just a light plate, you are welcome to add it in, but you do not need any equipment. If you do have any injuries, knees or wrists, I will give you some alternatives, but just take out some of the impact if you do have sore knees, and always remember, take it at your own pace and dial it back if you need to. So how it's going to work is we are going to have 8 exercises. I will demo them all and give you some progressions and regressions before we get going. We'll be working for 30 seconds on with 15 seconds rest to move to the next exercise. Once we go through all 8 exercises, we'll have about a 60-second break before doing 2 more laps of those 8 exercises. So it's pretty much bang on 20 minutes, not including the warm-up. So I will take you through a quick warm-up just to get going, and then we'll get straight into it. So just make sure you do have some water, a mat if you need to, and a sweat towel as well. I won't play any music, but you are welcome to play some music if you would like. All right, so we will get into it. So I will demo the first, all the 8 exercises to begin. So our first exercise is going to be 6 high knees into a squat. So we're just going to get those knees up nice and high. They want to come about hip height, so 90-degree angle. So coming up for 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you're jumping straight down into a squat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, feet just outside hip distance, coming down into that squat and then driving up through your heels. With this one, you really want to catch yourself into that squat straight after those high knees. So it's more about slowing down in that eccentric phase and getting your hamstrings going. If you aren't doing any impact today, just walk on the spot and then step out into that squat, or you can just do squats for those 30 seconds. Number 2, we have a hand release push-up. So how it works, you're going to go onto your mat. Make sure your shoulders are over your wrists, and then roll those shoulders back into your armpits and push through your calves. So this is always, we've got a few high planks today, so this is always your starting position. Making sure your belly button is tapped to your spine, and then you're coming down, leading with your chest, all the way hands up, and then pushing back up. You really want to think about taking that belly button to spine before you push up, and try and keep your body coming up in one motion. If that's too much, just come down onto your knees and push back up, or you can also just do push-ups on your knees as well. That is exercise number 2. Number 3, you've probably done a dead ball slam in class before, so it's going to be that same motion, just without the dead ball. This is one of the exercises that if you do have any weights at home, you can add in as well. So you're going to have a wider stance than normal, feet pointing out a little bit, knees are going to come out over your toes, squatting down nice and low, making sure your chest is up nice and proud, flat back. You should almost be able to touch the ground, or as if there was a dead ball there. This is where you would have your plate. You're going to come up quickly and then touch back down. So that is the exercise. So if you do have a dumbbell or plate, you can hold it that whole time. So that is number 3. Number 4, we have plank shoulder taps. So again, we're going into that high plank. So same starting position as before. So shoulders over your wrists, roll those shoulders into your armpits, push up, and then have a wider stance. This will give you more support, and you're just going to touch opposite hand to shoulder. You want to have as little movement through your torso as possible. The wider you have your feet, the easier it is. So if you really want to challenge yourself, you can have your feet nice and close together. You can also do this on your knees as well. Just make sure you've got one straight line from your knees to your shoulders, tap that belly button into your spine, and then tap opposite hand to opposite shoulder. That's number 4. Number 5, we have a curtsy lunge. So starting off with feet just outside hip distance, and you're tucking your right foot behind your left, and then think about your right knee coming right behind your left ankle, and then push up through that left leg, and then swapping to that other side. Just moving through those. You can have your hands just in front of your chest. That's the next one. If you are struggling with balance, you can just come back into alternating lunge. Our next exercise, number 6, we've got a plank in and out hop. So again, we are starting into that high plank position. Again, shoulders over wrists, roll those shoulders in. It's really important to keep a strong core in this one. And what we're doing is jumping our feet in towards our hands, and then jumping back out. That's the movement. Make sure you do have a strong base through your shoulders and strong core. You don't want your lower back to dip when you jump back. If this is too much, just do a slight jump like that, or you can also step in and step back out. That is number 6. Number 7, we've got crunch with the opposite hand to foot. So coming back, extending right out, so arms over your head. Make sure you tap your pelvis down first, and then think about ribs and hips coming together. That's your strong core for the whole thing. Touching your opposite hand to foot, and control it back down. Think about leading with your chest as well, to get your chest to your knees. And then number 8, final exercise, you've got burpees, just to tire you out a little bit. So wherever you are with your burpees, chest to floor, jump out, or step back in. All right, they are all 8 exercises. So remember, take it however you need to, progress or regress as you need to as well. Grab some water and we will get going in about 10 seconds. So remember, we have 30 seconds on with 15 seconds rest. Moving through the next exercise. Okay. Okay, so we're off in 10 seconds. Remember our first one, we're into those high knees, coming into a squat. Remember you are catching yourself in that squat as well. Off we go, 30 seconds. Knees up to your chest, and then squat back down. Really quick and fast with those knees, and straight down into that squat. You're resisting it as you come down, so keep it controlled. Knees out over your toes. Keep breathing. You've got 8 seconds, knees up nice and high. And dropping down. One more, 5, 6, and straight into that squat. All right, take a breather. Got 15 seconds, and we're into that hand release push-up. We're up in 5, last deep breath. Remember, strong through those shoulders and coming down. Tuck your belly button to spine as you push up. Remember, you can regress to your knees if you need to. Keep breathing. Five seconds. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Jumping back onto our feet, catching your breath, and we've got that dead ball slam motion. Off in 5 seconds. And off we go. So squat nice and low, coming straight up. This is a really fast movement. You can come up onto your toes as well if you want to get more calf into this movement. Remember, keep your chest proud as you come down. It'll help your back stay flat throughout the whole motion. Last 10 seconds. Keep moving, pick it up, last little bit. 5, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Breathing. And our next one is that plank shoulder tap. A few more deep breaths in. And coming down, remember wider stance with your feet than last time. And then keep that belly button to spine, as little movement as possible through those hips. Take some nice deep breaths now. This is a slower movement. Keep strong through the shoulders as well. Keep shoulders away from your ears. Last 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right. Standing up onto your feet. Take a few more breaths. And we're coming into that curtsy lunge. So tucking your foot behind you. And we off in 2, 1. So think about that back leg. Your knee should come right behind that front heel. It's nice and sunny. And think about pushing up through that front leg. It's all in that front glute, whichever foot you have forward. Keep your chest up proud as you come down. Last 5 seconds. Whew, all right, have a breather. Next, we've got those plank in and out hops. So again, starting off with that strong high plank, all those shoulders in towards your armpits, push up through your palms, and you're jumping in to your hands. Keep your core strong, you don't want your lower back to dip. Remember, if you need, step it in, step it out. Keep breathing. 8 seconds. All right, and rest. All right. Next, we've got that crunch, opposite hand to foot. So coming down, full extending out, tuck your pelvis under, and then opposite hand, opposite foot. Keep it controlled as you come down. Tension on the whole time. And think about leading with your chest. So chest up to that toe as well. Take some nice deep breaths. Keep it controlled. And rest. All right. And our final exercise, we've got burpees. Off in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Whichever burpee variation you're working through. This is the last bit before we get a break. Keep breathing, keep moving, slow it down if you need to. Last 7 seconds. Last 5, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Grab some water, and that is our first round done. So we have 2 more of those laps. Whew. Okay. Oh gosh, I hope you're as tired as I am. So we're up in 45 seconds. Just making sure you're taking some nice deep breaths still. Want to get that heart rate back down before we get going again. Remember, our first exercise is those 6 high knees into that squat. Remember, you are catching yourself in that squat. So it's more about the eccentric phase. Knees are still pointing, tracking out over your toes as well. Okay, we are off soon. Just take some deep breaths. All right, getting ready. So put your water down, get into position. And we are off. 30 seconds. High knees and catching that squat. Knees out over the toes. Resist that weight when you come down. Halfway through, knees up nice and high. Ten seconds. Knees out over toes. Last 5, 3, 2, and 1. Good work. Moving through to that next one. Those hand release push-ups. So remember, you can come onto your knees for the whole thing, or you can come down and then come back up onto your knees. We're off in 3 seconds. And off we go. So strong through those shoulders to begin. Keep breathing. Remember, tucking your belly button up towards your spine before you push up. Remember, you can push up on your knees, come back to your toes, And then go down last 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. And have a breather, standing back onto your feet. We're off in 10 seconds. And in 3, 2, 1, we've got those dead ball slams again. So nice wide stance, coming down chest proud and quickly moving through. Remember, you can come up onto your toes as well. Keep breathing, knees tracking out over your toes. Last 10 seconds. Keep moving quick. Breathe out as you push up. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Take a nice deep breath. We're up in 10 seconds. We've got those plank shoulder taps now. So remember, coming into that starting position, high plank, shoulders over your wrists, wider stance with the feet, and tapping each shoulder. Off we go. As little movement as possible through those hips. Keep your belly button tapped towards the spine. Halfway. Get some recovery in here now. 2, it's less than 10. Final 5. Tapping each side. 3, 2, and 1. And rest. Standing back onto our feet. Wasn't expecting it to be this sunny. Okay, we're off in 5 seconds. We've got those curtsy lunges again. And off we go, 30 seconds. So remember, your back knee is tucking behind and should be right behind that front ankle. Push up through that front foot. And again, keep breathing through this one. Halfway through, think about your glute as you push up. Final 5, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, 15 seconds rest. Next, we've got that plank in and out hop. So if this was too intense for you last time, remember, just don't jump in as far. We can also just step in. We're up in 3 seconds. So into that high plank, shoulders over wrists, push those palms in, and off we go. Jumping in towards those hands. Keep your core tight. You don't want your lower back to dip. We'll work halfway through. Final 10. Keep working through. Almost done. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Have a breather. And we're doing those crunches, lying on our back, opposite hand to foot. So lying onto your back, standing right out, hands overhead, tilt that pelvis under. And we are off. 30 seconds. So opposite hand to opposite foot. Think about your chest leading. If this is too much as well, come into that dead bug position and just extend one leg out and the other leg out. Keeping that lower back nice and flat on the mat, so ribs and hips are crunching together. And rest. Last one, we've got the burpees. And then we are over halfway. So take a few deep breaths in. We've got a minute rest. Off in 3. And 30 seconds, last little bit of burpees. Just keep moving through. Keep breathing. Halfway. Final 10 seconds, work all the way to the end. Last 5, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Okay, second lap done. We just have one more lap after this, and then it's all over. So walk around, grab some more water. Take some nice deep breaths in. So really extend those ribs out. Get some air in. Whew. Okay, so we're starting again with those 6 high knees down into that squat. Off in 40 seconds, so you still have quite a bit of time. Last few sips of water. And off in 30 seconds. Okay, final lap. We're almost finished. Okay, off in 15 seconds. So remember those 6 high knees down into that squat. Making sure you are catching yourself in that squat and knees are still tracking out over toes. Okay, we're on in 3. One last deep breath in. And off we go, 30 seconds. Knees up nice and high and into that squat. Good work, really catch yourself in that squat. Toes slightly pointed out, knees out over your toes. Nice work, keep working through. You've got 10 seconds. Last 5, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, good work. Take a deep breath. And next we've got those hand release push-ups. So coming onto your mat is that high plank position. Shoulders are over your wrists. Push up through your palms. And then coming down, tuck that belly button to spine. Off we go. Your arms are getting tired. Come down on your toes and then push up on your knees. Halfway. Seven seconds. Yep, one more out. And push up and rest. Okay, standing up onto our feet. Back into those dead ball slams without a dead ball. We're off in 4 seconds, so nice wide stance. And off we go. So squatting down nice and low, up onto your toes. Good. Breathe out as you come up. Think about really exploding up through your legs. Take some nice deep breaths as well. We've got 10 seconds. Keep moving through, keep the pace. Last 5, 3, 2, and 1. Whew, have a breather. Okay, next one is that high plank with shoulder taps. So again, nice strong position to start. Shoulders over wrists, feet a bit wider, and then push up to your palm. Off we go, 30 seconds. Keep your core nice and strong. Try to have as little movement as possible through your hips. Halfway. Good, keep those hips nice and still, 8 seconds. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Knees down. Okay. Standing back onto your feet, and we have those curtsy lunges. We're off in 5 seconds. So remember, foot tucking behind, knee behind your front ankle. Keep your chest up nice and proud. Make sure that front knee is tracking out over your toe. Take some nice deep breaths as well. This one is a bit less lower intensity. Focus more on your form. Keep it controlled. Think about that glute in your front leg. 5 seconds. Get one more out. 3, 2, 1. Okay. And have a breather. Next, we've got those plank in and out hops. So whichever variation you're working with, into that high plank. Shoulders over your wrist, push up through, and let's go. 30 seconds, last time doing it. Keep your core strong, you don't want your lower back to dip. Nice work, halfway. Keep moving through at your own pace. 8 seconds, all the way to the end. Last 3, 2, and 1. Okay, standing up. Okay, last 2 exercises. We've got those crunch, opposite hand to foot, lying onto your back, stand out, arms over your head, tuck your pelvis under, and off we go. 30 seconds. Keep this one nice and controlled. Opposite hand to foot, lead up through that chest. Keep breathing. Breathe out on your way up. Keep that ribs to hips. Keep your core engaged. And rest. Okay, final exercise. Burpees. And then you're done. Okay, we're up in 5 seconds. So everyone work all the way through this last 30 seconds. One last deep breath in and off we go. Choose the speed you can maintain. Halfway. Keep working. 10 seconds. Get 2 more out. Jump up, straight back down. Oh, and you are done. All right. Okay. Walk around, catch your breath, grab your water. Okay. It's exhausting. Okay, you are all done. Nice quick 20 minutes. Make sure you do take the time to cool down. So walk around, have some water, and then do stretch to get your heart rate back down before you get going with the rest of your day. Really good effort. Nice and quick today. Okay, I need to go catch my breath. But hopefully we'll be seeing you all back in the club very soon. I hope you're all doing really well.